Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist here at American RV in beautiful Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today I'm here to tell you all about the 2017 Keystone Montana High Country 362RD. This is a great rear den floor plan, has a lot of versatility, a lot of options for sleeping a lot of people. So let's go ahead and start up front here. We'll make our way around and then head on in. One of the first things you'll notice is this right here, which is your fiberglass front cap. Gorgeous front cap on there. It also is cut back a little ways here, which will help with your turn radius, allow for a little bit sharper turns without blowing out the rear window of your pickup truck. Then right here, above the kingpin, you will notice there is a mirror, so as you're backing up, you can make sure it's easy to align the hitch with the kingpin. LED light right there as well, so if you're hooking up or disconnecting at night, of course, that will aid in visibility. Let's go ahead and shoot underneath here. We can take a look. Open up the front compartment. You will see it is a large front compartment, very clean up here as well. And then off to the side right there is the battery box. You can see that is vented right over here. Now if you wanted a generator for your coach, there is obviously plenty of room to put it right up there. That is what I would recommend. Right here is a light, again, to aid in visibility. If you take a look right down below, you will see your auto level system. That's a phenomenal system. Just touch a button, it will level itself out after a minute or two. And the cool thing about that system is it has a memory as well. So when you're done camping, you just push the button and the coach will actually move to where you dropped it off at, so you can just back the truck right in, hook up, and you are all set to go. If you take a look at the side, you'll notice the power awning on this coach. Very large awning. It does go over our center slide here. This is a 5-slide model, which we'll see as we get inside. But just one touch of a button, the power awning rolls out. Same thing to go back in. LED lights on there as well. Underneath the awning, you have your 2 outside speakers. Those are controlled by your multimedia center inside. However, they are Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit right out here, you can tell you have a great camp spot. If your awning rolled out, you want to control your music, you can go ahead and do that with a smart device, whether it's a smartphone, tablet, whatever it may be, as long as you're able to have that Bluetooth connection, and you can control your music from right out here. Frameless windows on this coach as well. Frameless windows have a couple big advantages. One, they're a lot more aesthetically pleasing. They're nicer to look at. They make a nicer looking coach. 2, the seal itself is actually tucked behind this glass, which helps for the longevity of the window. That way it's not getting beat up nearly as badly by the elements. And lastly, because the way it opens, it tilts open, that allows you to have these windows open while it's raining, so you can still get a nice airflow in the coach. So you know, that is definitely a big advantage to the windows. So we come right down here, open this up. Right there is your 30-pound propane tank. You have one on this side, same thing on the other side. You will have an additional tank there for 60 pounds of propane. Then as we move to our garage storage, one of the things Montana has done, they've gone to magnets where they can right here. As long as you don't have a front slide coming out, they've gone to this, which is a lot better, because that way you don't have a door sticking straight out here, you know, something you have to contend with and worry about. You can just come right in nice and easily like so. If we take a look in here, you'll notice right over there you do have some TV connections. You have a light in there as well, which is pretty cool. Your power cord. Then if you look along this wall right here, that is actually your second set of steps. Usually I show them attached, but I wanted to show you how it stores. It is nice and convenient, very easy. Just stows away right there in your underbelly storage. Doesn't take up a lot of room. And it's very light. For the size of it, you'd be impressed. Very easy to carry that around, and I will show you in just a moment where that does hook up at. Then right over here is your electrical outlet. So, you know, if you need to plug anything in, of course, you have the one right in here for your TV connections, but if you don't want your door open, you can hook anything up right there, whether it's electric griddle, if you need to charge cell phones, or whatever else you have here. This will be your main entryway, so you have 4 steps to get into the coach, which is great. First one, of course, is a little bit lower. That way, if you do have bad knees, it's still nice and easy to go ahead and get up the steps. You also have the foldable easy grab handle here to ensure that you don't slip, and it's nice and easy to enter and exit the coach. So we make our way back a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. If you take a look at the rims, you have the aluminum alloy rims on there, which not only give the coach a great look, but also help prevent any rust or corrosion there as well, which of course will help the longevity of the coach. And then right in between is the MoreRide CRE 3000 suspension system that helps take a lot of the bumps out of the road, which improves the overall tow experience. This is the secondary door. This is what I was referring to. You'll see these little hooks right here, these bars right here. There's hooks on the steps, and that's what it attaches to, locks into place. Again, very easy to hook up. So you come around to the back side, open this up for you. So right here's your outside kitchen. I kind of like what they've done. They've gone to a little more of an industrial look, which is pretty neat. I think it goes very well with the outside color scheme. This opens up like so. You can go ahead and lock that into place once it's extended. That is your 2-burner cooktop there. Now this hooks up into your propane quick connect underneath, but if you have another utensil you want to use, like if you have a grill, something like that you want to hook up, you can certainly hook that up to the quick connect too. Right up here is your microwave, and then you have storage all around, which is pretty neat. So a ton of great storage up here, plenty of room for cups, plates, whatever else you want. And then of course right there is a nice large fridge, plenty of room for condiments and all of your beverages right outside. There is a light in there too, so if you do want to get in there at night, you can certainly go ahead and do so. If you take a look right underneath the slide, one of the other things you will notice is your BAL tire carrier. That's pretty great. That really makes it a lot easier to get to that tire. Normally, when they're under a slide like that, it's kind of a beast to have to climb under there. But that's a really simple process. You pull a pin, that rack drops down and pulls out, which makes it super easy to get to the tire. Right over here is your tailgate storage system. This is really nice too. So this just drops down. If you want to put totes on here, you can do that. You can carry bikes on here, whatever else you want. Not only is this good while you're traveling, but this is also very nice once you get to the campsite, because you can put additional items on here. If you want to put crock pots and stuff back here, or whatever else, you know, if you have a buffet, you want to put some food back here, you can do that too. Rear mounted ladder, that way you can climb up onto the roof quite easily. Fully walkable roof on the high country. And this eliminates the need to have to bring your own ladder, which again is very advantageous. But all right, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this portion. Let's head to the off-door side. We'll go take a look at the convenience center, and then we'll head on in. So right here on the off-door side, you will see they have essentially located everything right here, which is what Montana calls the convenience center, and it is very convenient. You'll see you have your outside shower right there. You have a nice light up here, all of your cable and satellite connections, everything for winterizing the coach is here. Also your valves for the black and gray tank, black tank flush, and the battery disconnect right there as well. So I love that Montana does that. That way everything's basically in one place. All right, that pretty much wraps it up for the outside. Let's go take a look at the inside. Welcome to the inside of the 2017 Montana High Country 362 RD. This particular coach is in the Nutmeg interior. So as you will notice, we do have dual opposing slides here, which really makes this space nice and open and gives you a very large kitchen. We'll start off right here on the French style double door fridge freezer combo. You can see how much space and room you have in there, which is great. This does come out, which allows for some taller items there as well. Now this is an RV refrigerator, so it does run off both propane and electric, and also has automatic switchover. Then as you move a little bit further into the kitchen, right here is the microwave. You can see that it is an oversized microwave, 30-inch there, so nice and large. You have the turntable there as well. Stainless steel front. The weight on this unit we did tag at 12,610 pounds. Extra storage up top right here. And then underneath is your 3-burner cooktop. Montana has gone to a recessed cooktop, which is very nice. That way you get this flat cover on here. Now this of course does fold up just like so. That way if you want to fold this up and out of the way, so you can go ahead and use your cooktop. But you know, when it's down, it's prep surface, lift it up, kind of also doubles as a backsplash, which is nice too, because the glass is quite easy to clean. But as I mentioned, 3-burner cooktop right there. The front one is high output. And then underneath you have a nice large oven in case you want to do any baking. Underneath the oven you also have a full extension drawer right there. Now, one of the cool things about having dual opposing slides in your kitchen is that it allows for a center island. Center islands give you great prep space, as you can see, especially with Montana. They have the solid surface countertops, and your sink top covers are solid surface as well. You also get a lot of storage in the front. Let's go ahead and start on the top though. I will lift up one of these so you can take a look. Nice large double bowl undermount stainless steel sink. The bowls are very deep, so very usable if you have larger pots and pans. And you will see you also have the pull-out faucet there, which aids in doing dishes. Now, as we take a look down below, one other thing I do want to mention on the front here, you do have an electrical outlet right over there. So if you need to plug anything in on here, whether it's a blender or electric skillet, whatever it may be, you can go ahead and do so. But great storage down the front. You can see 4 full extension drawers there, which are great. If you have, silverware, larger items like spatulas and stuff will still fit in there as well. Then right here underneath, you will notice a couple things. One, it comes with a trash can, which is awesome. That way you don't have to worry about where to put one. But on the other side of the trash can, you see a little wall. That's not where to show the trash can to go, but what that is for these, your sink top covers. That's a place to store these. So that way you can put them right under there when you're not using them, which is really neat too, because a lot of times you have these beautiful covers, you don't have a place to put them. Montana has went ahead and solved that issue for you. Now you're probably thinking, well, this is all great and beautiful, but I need pantry space. Not an issue. Right back here, this is some kind of double storage. I'll show you a bigger pantry, larger pantry in just a little bit. But if you want, you can use this for pantry right here. Now it does share space with the entertainment center, so if you have like a massive DVD collection, of course you can put that here too. But personally, I'd probably fit in, like I said, some boxes of Pop-Tarts, cereal, things like that. Then as you move over, as I mentioned, this is the entertainment center. 40-inch TV right there, which is very nice. Great viewing angle to the theater seating, which I will show you in a little bit. Storage up top as well as the DVD player here. You can see the nice frosted glass. You can also see the auxiliary lighting. There's a couple places with auxiliary lighting in this coach. You have it up here, you have it over above the hutch, I'll show you in a little bit, and right behind the TV here as well. Underneath is your sound bar, that way you get that great sound quality. This is Bluetooth capable, as I mentioned when we were outside. This has different zones on here to control the speakers inside. That's also what controls the speakers outside. Then right underneath here is your fireplace. Not only is that very aesthetically pleasing, because it certainly is, turn it on, especially in the colder season if you're going fall camping. It really kind of helps set the mood, which is really neat. But it's also a great space heater, especially if you don't have to pay for electric where you're hooked up at, then that is essentially free heat, which is really cool. Then as we take a look over in this slide right here, so this is the freestanding table and chairs. You do have a leaf on here, so if you want to go ahead and pull that out, if you have additional guests, you need some extra room, you can go ahead and do that. All 4 chairs here do lift up for additional storage underneath. Roller shades throughout the coach as well. I always like to point that out because roller shades are definitely a benefit. They're a lot easier to use. You don't have to worry about blinds breaking or strings snapping, having to fix the tension all the time. They definitely do function a lot better. LED lights here throughout the coach as well. I like to point that out because if you are going camping where you don't have full electric hookup, because this coach can certainly do it, you'll definitely appreciate the LED lights because it won't be near the drain on the battery. If you take a look at the ceiling real quick here, you will see again LED lights throughout. Also, you have a ceiling fan right up there, which is great, helps circulate the air. You have a max air fan straight above your kitchen area, so I think that's really cool placement, because that way if you're cooking anything on the cooktop, you can turn that guy and it sucks the smells right out, so that's pretty neat. And then you also have a very large skylight right up there with a couple LED lights on it. Now back to the slide here, this is your theater seating. As I mentioned, it is extremely comfortable. Both of these do kick up, recline back a little ways. You'll see that you have storage right here in the center console, as well as 2 cup holders, and it's a great view to the TV. So this is where you'd normally kick back and relax. Then right over here is the pantry that I promised you. So you can take a look at that. Great pantry space right here. Now bear in mind, if you do want washer and dryer, this is where your washer dryer would go, so you would lose this as pantry space. You still gain a little bit over here, but if you don't want washer and dryer, then again, this is a huge storage area. Then as you come over, space right up top here, which is very nice. A little bit of extra countertop space. You do have a plug-in, so you know, me personally, this is probably where I'd set up my little coffee maker, but of course you can put whatever you want to there. A couple of light controls, a thermostat, 2 full extension drawers. This would probably be my catch-all drawer because I love those, but again, you know, whatever you want to put in there. And then right there you have additional storage underneath. But okay, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the kitchen and living room area. Let's go take a look at the rear den and then we'll head upstairs. So the rear den in the 362 is awesome because it is a very versatile space. If you have older kids, this is a great area for them. Or if you have, you know, maybe another couple that's camping with you, or even if you're looking to spend, if you're looking to go full time in an RV, this is another great option because this, you know, kind of gives you some separation. You know, I mean, I know I love my wife too, but sometimes when you're spending all the time in the world in under 400 square foot, it can get a little testy. So sometimes having that different space is a very nice thing. But this space right here, you can tell this does have dual opposing slides, does make this nice and open. Right over here, you have a top bunk, 250-pound weight limit on there, window up top as well to let in some natural light, and a LED light there at night. Right here in the center is your TV, so you know, that's again, this is what makes this a cool space. You can sit right back here, you know, hang out, watch TV. You have storage on both sides there, and then storage here underneath as well. Fireplace in the center, same thing as the one out there, as I mentioned. You know, that is an electric space heater, and especially in a smaller space like this will definitely do a great job of keeping this nice and warm back here. Then as we move to the back wall, this is a tri-fold sofa. So this is really cool because this is another sleeping space. You know, and this is why I say if you have another couple with you, this is definitely where they'd probably want to sleep rather than having to climb up bunks. This folds out into a very comfortable bed, comfortable to sit on as well, and it makes a great entertaining space. You have the end tables on either side, plug-ins here as well. You have that on both sides, so if you do need to plug anything in, whether it's tablet, laptop, phone, you can go ahead and do so. Roller shades again all the way around, and you will notice you do have additional storage there across the top. Then as you move over to the other slide, right over here is your dual theater seating, and that's again kind of what makes this your rear den area. You can kick back, you can relax, you have the TV there, just a very cool space. Now if you do need the sleeping space, there is a bunk right up top here. You just pull these and then the bunk can drop right down. Again, this is also 250-pound limit here, and once again you do have the window across the way. A couple last things. One, if you take a look at the ceiling, again LED lights, but what I want to show you is these right here. These are your air intakes for your AC. The reason you don't see your big white box in the center is because this actually has a quiet cool AC back here. That's really neat, especially if you are entertaining people and you're hanging out, because that's like 30 to 35% quieter than your standard AC, meaning you don't have to yell over each other, you don't have to turn the TV way up, and when you are sleeping, it's not going to sound like a hurricane right above you. So definitely a big advantage when it comes to the AC. Now the other cool thing, right back here, you have a half bath. So this is really neat. This is the second door we saw when we were outside. You know that we had the steps you could attach. Right over here is your foot flush lever toilet. Then as you move over, you see the sink top and vanity, good storage there underneath. And then right above is your mirrored medicine cabinet. All right, that's going to finish it up for the rear den area here. Let's head up the steps. We'll go take a look at the master bedroom and bath. So as we take a look at the bathroom, as you walk in, right over here you do see your foot flush lever toilet there, plenty of legroom. Then up atop you have a couple of robe hooks, which is nice and convenient. Right over here, of course, is your fan to help any moisture escape. One-piece residential shower in the 362, which is awesome. You will see plenty of shelving space there, a seat over to the side, hand wand, and a nice big skylight. Then right over to the other side here, this is our mirrored medicine cabinet with storage behind it, sink top and vanity, and additional storage down below. In the bedroom, you'll see right down here we have a queen bed in a slide out. That way it is a full walk around bed. Also, you will see the storage underneath, very easy to access. It is strut supported. Again, that way you can just go ahead and get in there whatever you need to. But that is an excellent extra storage area there. Both sides of the bed also feature a shelf. One side there you can see a couple USB ports, and off to the side here you have an electrical outlet. So if you need to plug in a CPAP machine, you can go ahead and do so. Also in the slide itself, you will notice the nice leather headboard there, 2 LED reading lights, and windows on both sides. One thing about a Montana I'd like to talk about, all the windows in the 362 do open. So if you see a window, you're wondering if it opens, no worries, it definitely does. So that is very cool. Great to get the cross breeze through the bed there. Then right here in the nose of the RV, this of course is our wardrobe. You see the shelf here up top, a light in there of course, and then your hanging rod going all the way across right here. Couple extra shelves there on the side, and plenty of floor space for any additional shoes. So you move over to the foot of the bed here, you have your 32-inch TV, excuse me. That is nice and framed out. I really like that, gives it a very complete look rather than just hanging it on the wall. This is also connected to the Winegard Razor satellite, which is very nice, antenna rather. But this, you don't have to worry about raising it and lowering it. It's not going to break off. All you have to do is just turn it, and then that will go ahead and find the best signal. So that is definitely a convenient feature. Right underneath here is your dresser. You have 2 big drawers right there. Also an electrical outlet here, so if you do need to plug in any auxiliary equipment into the TV, it is very convenient to do so. Last thing I want to note, right here you have a magnet on the door with the door stop. That way your door doesn't fly open into your window, which, again, Montana's thinking. But speaking of, if I go ahead and open that up, you will see the window right behind there. And as I mentioned, that will help create a lot of airflow. Now, if you want to run AC, if it is really hot, not an issue, there is a second AC installed here in the bedroom. But okay, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Again, this is a 2017 Keystone Montana High Country 362 RD, and this one is in the Nutmeg interior. If you're looking for a very versatile coach, as I mentioned, this is a great option. It can be a bunk unit. You can have another family come with you. You can, if you're looking to go full time, you can each have your own space. This is just a very well-rounded, well-built model. If you are interested in this unit and you're looking for price and availability, you can either give myself, Ian Baker, a call here at American RV, or you can always take a look at our website, which is americanrv.com, for the most up-to-date information. Also, if you enjoyed the tour, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll be one of the first to see the latest and greatest from us here at American RV. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and I can't wait to see you on the road to freedom.